Why is my PS4 going into rest mode?
Rest mode on the PlayStation 4 is intended to save power while keeping it closer to on than if it were on at full mode.
I know what rest mode is, but I don't know why it is going into rest mode when it is.
Go to Settings, Power Save Settings, set time until PS4 turns off and pick General Applications or Media Playback, and tell it that it has to wait ages before it automatically enters rest mode.
Which menus do I change the settings for?
You have to enter a number for each of those values, but you want to make sure media playback is hours or else it will go into rest mode while you binge watch a movie.
That's already set high.
Make sure your last restore to default settings didn't tell it to put it in rest mode after a 30-minute episode of a show, while the general applications puts it in rest mode while you're in the bathroom.
The PlayStation 4 isn't going into rest mode after a regular number of minutes. It is almost at random.
I heard of this happening in fall 2014, randomly going into rest mode after an update that rolled out at that time.
That was ages ago. However, what worked then might work now.
The solution then was turning it off and unplugging it for a really hard reboot of at least 10 minutes. Turning it on, holding the power button until it beeps, connect the controller and rebuilding the database.
I'd prefer trying to reboot first, just in case it is a new software release that's causing the problem.
The March 2015 update caused the same issue. The solution then was reinitializing from safe mode, though that's hard to do if it shuts off entirely in the process.
I would hate to have that happen.
If you can rebuild the database, you buy time before it happens again, and then you can hope the next software update that fixes this problem comes out in time.
And I thought the notifications added in 2015 popping up every time you turned on the console were dumb.
Updating to 2.5.1 caused it to randomly go into sleep mode periodically until the next update came out.
At least rebooting it and hoping the next update fixes it might get it going.
There is also the possibility the PS4 is shutting down due to a bad power cord.
It isn't shutting down because it doesn't have enough power, and I'm not mistaking off for rest mode.
It could be a hardware problem.
A malfunctioning motherboard is an expensive repair.
I've heard of the Q11XX model having the power button triggering rest mode by accident sometimes.
I think the solution for that is changing the controllers.
If it isn't a hardware bug, there is a software fix. Turn it off, bring it back up in safe mode, update the software again to overwrite the last update, and hopefully you'll get a good copy of the update instead of the bad one.
The only advantage of that solution is that I don't have to wait for a new update to fix this old bug.
You'll still want to power cycle after doing that.
That's standard tech support for all devices these days.